Hello guys, so today I'm going to be learning how to make turmeric soap. Turmeric soap is a nice soap, it's a brightening soap. So we need 200 grams of base oil. So for our base oil, I'm using 100 grams coconut oil plus 100 grams jojoba oil. Then we need 50 grams of shea butter, 60 grams of distilled water, 30 grams of lye, sodium hydroxide or caustic soda. Then we need about half tablespoon turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon fragrance or essential oil, 1 teaspoon vitamin E oil, and half teaspoon honey. Here are basically the ingredients we are going to be using now to make this soap. Let's measure out our ingredients. 100 ml of jojoba oil, 100 ml. Let's measure out 100 ml of coconut oil. 100 ml of coconut oil, making it a total of 200 ml. We're going to be taking 50 grams of shea butter. So you guys can see 50 grams of shea butter. We are going to measure out 60 ml of distilled water. Next, we are going to measure out our sodium hydroxide or our lye. So like I would always say, be very careful when handling lye. So we are going to measure out 30 grams of sodium hydroxide. 30 grams of sodium hydroxide. So next we are going to measure out half tablespoon of our turmeric powder. Remember that what we are making is turmeric soup, okay? Half tablespoon turmeric powder. Then we set aside. Then we're going to measure out half tablespoon honey. We're going to set that aside. So guys, here we have our complete ingredients for this turmeric soap. Here we have our distilled water, our lye, our base oil, that is a combination of coconut and jojoba, our turmeric powder, our honey, our shea butter, our vitamin E oil, then our fragrance. So here are basically the ingredients we need. Now for this shea butter, we're going to melt the shea butter. After melting the shea butter, we're going to add it into the oil. We are going to be dissolving the lye in the distilled water. So as you guys can see, it's now colorless. We are going to set this aside to cool. At this point, it's very, very hot. We're going to set it aside to cool. Remember, what we are making is cold processed turmeric soup. Here is our turmeric powder. I'll be taking out some oil here to kind of make a paste. So I'm going to start to make a paste with the turmeric powder. Here we have our base oil. We are going to be adding the melted shea butter. You're going to be adding it to this base oil. So once you've added it, you're going to give it a good mix. So here we have the oils here. That is the melted shea butter and our base oil. So the next thing you're going to do is to add the lye solution. Add the lye solution. Then we are going to stick blend this. The stick blender, let's stick blend. So as you guys can see, it has reached trace, okay? That is as thickened, okay? The next thing we are going to add is the turmeric paste. We mix the turmeric powder with oil. So add the turmeric paste. The next to go in is the honey. So next is our vitamin E oil. That is 1 teaspoon, which is about 5 ml. And next is our fragrance oil, okay, 1 teaspoon, equivalent to 5 ml. So we're going to blend everything together using the stick blender. turmeric soap is ready. As you guys can see, our soap is ready. Our turmeric soap is ready. It's time to transfer into a mold. See what we have. So let's get our mold and let's pour the soap into the mold. So you can just give your soap a sort of design on top, and this is what I'm doing. I don't want to level this particular one. So guys, here is our turmeric soap. We are going to leave it for about 24 to 48 hours before we can unmold, like 1 to 2 days. By then it must have solidified, then we unmold. So let's leave it for about 24 to 48 hours, which is about 1 to 2 days to solidify. This is our soap after 24 hours. Like, this is our turmeric soup after 24 hours, and it's time to unmold. So you can leave it for about 24 to 48 hours before you unmold. By that time it must have solidified. So as you guys can see here, the soap is solidified. So once it solidifies, once you pull this thing, you're going to see it. It's going to just separate by itself. Okay. So we have our soap here. So let's unmold our soap. So guys, here is our turmeric soap, as you guys can see. So this was the design we put at the top. You can decide to level yours, okay? If you guys are seeing this soap, so this is our turmeric soap. We're going to leave this soap for about 3 to 4 weeks to cure. So by that time, you get a very good quality soap. So it's always advisable to leave your soap to cure for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so by so doing, you're going to get a quality soap, and also the lye, solution must have evaporated, leaving you with a pure natural soap. Okay, so after 4 weeks, you can start using your soap. So this is a brightening soap, that that will help to brighten up your skin. Thank you so much.